I'm gonna tell y'all like I just told my good sis. That boy, he don't miss you. He either bored, horny, or heard you was moving on, but he don't miss you. Just because he over there begging does not mean that he miss you. But I'm gonna take it a step further with y'all, because I just thought about something. And she asked me, "D, how do I know I don't want y'all to miss?" Okay, we back. She said, how do I know if he misses me or if he's just playing games, whatever. There's another aspect of a man that won't leave you alone, keeps coming back, maybe begging for another chance, wanting to prove himself this time and turn a new leaf. He's just mad. He don't miss you, he mad. An ex may be trying to spin the block on you, not because he misses you. Not because you did so wrong and he just ain't got over it in terms of he's just hurt by all your wrong actions. A lot of times that ex, he just mad. And I'm going to tell you the real reason why he's mad. There's a few, I'm going to go through the few first because it depends on where you at. But there's one reason more than any other why your ex is likely mad. If any of y'all that ever had an ex trying to get back, or smear campaigning or whatever the case may be, there's one reason I guarantee you that he's mad. I'm going to give that toward the end, though. So watch through to the end if you want to know the number one reason. But backstory. Matter of fact, let me post this right now. So I did a masterclass, and I actually had missed this email. But after my masterclasses, I do a Q&A. So I did a masterclass called Breaking the Soul Tie. That's for those of y'all, whoever gave your best to somebody, they fumbled you, they messed up, and now you want to make sure you detox your spirit, your energy, everything, so you can stop attracting that kind of man. It goes a little deep. Now, I went in on the masterclass, took it down. Some of y'all may have missed it, so I just put it back down in the comments. Anyway, and that's free, by the way. The sister asked the question, and I had missed the email, but thankfully, I just so happened to see it today. How do I know if he misses me? Because, it's about exes, past lovers, or is he just playing mind games? And I'm like, there's another aspect I want to describe to y'all, because with her, I was like, that boy don't miss you. They'll pretend they miss you because they horny right now and they just gonna try their luck. You see, you'll have them, you know what I'm saying, stalk your stories or something like that. Lonely, you know what I'm saying? They ain't got nobody, thought the grass was greener on the other side, got out here, don't nobody want them. You really was the one. I mean, if you've ever been in a situation with a man where you look back and say, what did I find attractive in this guy? What did I see in him? This is a guy that's probably gonna be lonely on the other end. Because whatever it is you can't believe that you saw, other women are already sober-minded and they don't see it either. They ain't going nowhere near. They ain't going nowhere near. So I wanna describe something though. There's another space a man gets to whenever he fumbles a real one, and that's when that man is mad. Now, one reason why he might be mad, and again, there's one more than others, so watch through to the end if you want to know the number one reason. But one reason why that man probably mad, because he can't stop hearing about you. You see, if that man was with you and introduced you to his mother, his homies, whoever it is, they still asking about you. You see, sometimes a man would try to convince everybody that you so horrible, you so trash, but if he has anybody around him that got good sense, that's a good judge of character for themselves, they got intuition, they picked up on your spirit. They picked up on your energy. They weren't so polluted with all the nonsense your ex had going on that they couldn't recognize the good woman that you are. They picked up on that. Matter of fact, there was a story I heard of recently where a guy was married 13 years with a woman 19 years. And he married her when his father told him to marry her. But he married her because his father, who was on his sick bed, on his deathbed, said, don't be a fool. Marry that woman. Now, whatever mindset he was in at the time, I suppose his dad just peeped like my son might be a dummy. So let me go ahead and put this out here. But I'm just saying, if you're a good woman, other people around your ex noticed it too. That's why a lot of y'all was dealing with your ex and one of his homeboys tried to get with you. So your ex, he probably haunted by the impression that you left on everybody around him. And now he over here messing with you or, smear campaigning you or whatever. He ain't going to say straight up, man, everybody around me sees in you what I didn't see in you. So I'm over here aggravated every time I got to hear about you. He ain't going to say that. What he going to do is, hey, hope everything is well. Hope she wasn't ish no way. She was cheating on me. That's what you're going to get. That's when your ex is mad. Again, there's one reason I really want to get to this, man, but I also want to be thorough. There's one reason more than others. Watch through to the end. Another reason why your ex is mad. And again, this goes more into the whole being lonely side, because it's not just that he'll pretend to miss you. A man will get frustrated with the reality that it's tough out here. These women are expensive. The same kind of guys the same kind of women that he was giving all this attention to. He made you feel like he was in competition with. He get out here in the streets and realize he can't compete with who else wants them. Put more simply, guys be out here lusting over the Instagram models, the porn stars, the hot chicks, the baddies, the 9s, the 10s, et cetera, et cetera. I'm talking physically now. And they don't realize a lot of those women, not all, but a lot of those women cost. A lot of those women are not going after any man right now based on his heart. So they get out here and think to themselves, yeah, I'm about to go after this chick. I done seen her captions and she's always in a good mood and she's always seductive and flirtatious. I'm just going to get me one of these girls. And they get out here and they get humbled. A lot of times the only attention they was getting was because they was connected to you. I don't know if y'all know this, but you can make a man attractive who formerly wasn't really that attractive. You can't make a man attractive who formerly, you can make a man attractive who formerly wasn't attractive. But after that's done, you can't do nothing for him. He got to be out here with the reality that these girls are out of his league and out of his tax bracket. And now he's horny. He ain't just hearing about you from his mama. You know, he disappointed his mama whenever he let you go. He ain't just hearing about it from his homeboys. You let that one go? Boy, what you did? He ain't just hearing that. He's also out here amongst these wolves. And even though these girls, they may have been giving him a little flirtatious energy, you see a lot of times the hot girls, the strippers, whatever it was that he was indulging in, they may have given him a little attention, you know, just to kind of see where he was at. But when they realized he really didn't have nothing going on for himself, they lost interest like that. He just started getting ghosted. He couldn't get no calls, no texts back. And your ex is mad. Your ex is mad. I want to put this in perspective for those of y'all who are trying to decode some of the nonsense going on. Why is he acting up? Why is he caring all of a sudden? Why is he all of a sudden wanting to communicate? Because in a relationship, it seemed like he was so aggravated. He was just so annoyed by your desire to have conversations and work through things and resolve conflict. He had everything else better to do. He had to work, and you was stopping him from getting his millions of dollars that he ain't got. Now, all of a sudden, he coming back. And I'm telling you something. A lot of times, it's not that man miss you. He's just mad. He's frustrated. He's upset. He had a hot boy summer. And guess what? It got real cold out there in that hot boy summer, Krista Kruger. It got real cold. You see, dudes ain't posting that. Y'all be seeing guys posting the chick that's just all over them or whatever. First off, they don't tell you a lot of times they paid for that girl attention. They paid for that girl. They flashed their little $300 they had left over after that check. And that's how they got her. And they only did that because they had struck out with 50 other girls before that. They got rejected. They got laughed at. They got ghosted. A girl that gave them the number and then blocked them immediately because she was just scared and she didn't want to get attacked. Like that's a lot of guys experience after they get out of a relationship because their head gets so big. They get so gassed up by your love, your attention. They thinking, oh yeah, every woman feel like this about me. And then they out here, and a lot of times, again, either you made that man more attractive to women out there, or a woman might engage with him kind of on a friendly level because she's thinking, well, he's in a relationship. So I ain't got to have my guard up. I ain't got to like ignore him, like look away. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's in a relationship. So, hey, Fred, let's just say his name is Fred. Hey, Fred, hope you well. Nice tie, Fred. And he thinking he's so lit the whole time. She just like, well, at least I ain't got to worry about him hollering at me because he got a girl. Now that he's single, they're ignoring Fred. They going on dates with Fred just to get that free food. Now, like I said, I was going to give y'all the number one reason. The number one reason your ex is mad is because with you, he peaked. He peaked. P-E-A-K-E-D. Peaked. You were the highlight of that man's romantic life. He can't do no better than you. I'm not talking about even if he can find another woman that's willing to see something in him, it's like there's qualities about you he can't do no better than. So he's mad. He's pissed off. Why is he pissed off? Let's go a little deeper. Because somebody else is about to get that, and they probably not going to be as stupid as he was. It's one thing if he can look at you and say, oh, you were a downgrade.
He only could treat you like that when you were in the relationship, whenever your head was in the clouds, when you believed in him. He could only try to pull that when y'all were in a relationship. Now that you done came to your senses that you can do better, don't think he ain't came to his senses and realizes she about to do better. So he's mad. The haunting thought of a man folding you up like a lawn chair is getting to him. Y'all know y'all don't like to think about, no, I'm so much more than my body. Yes, you are, sis. Absolutely you are. But that's what makes a man chest hurt first. Before he can even get to a man got your heart, he gonna be thinking about a man got the bottom of that. You know what I'm saying? Like he's blowing your back out. That's the part. The chest and whatever other freaky things that you did. And it goes further than that. Yes. After that, your heart as well. He knows that's connected. You're an emotionally connected to your body type of woman. The whole package gone. And he peaked. And he cannot upgrade from you. He cannot do better than you. That's why he's trying so hard to hold on to you. That's why he always has your name in his mouth. That's why he's trying so hard to keep himself in the friend zone now. Hey, we can just be cool, right? We ain't got to be enemies. We ain't got to be, at each other's throats and stuff. No, he just want to keep that door open for any little slither of vulnerability, chance, weakness that you might have, because he cannot do better than you. He wants to hold on to any association to you. He wants to leverage anything. Y'all got people, he treating you like crap. He's doing this, that, and anything to keep you invested. Anything to keep you from getting apathetic. Because as much as it sounds crazy, hate is not the opposite of love. Apathy is. So if he can keep you upset, you keep on your mind, guess what? Guess what he also thinks he can do? Well, then I can apologize at some point. Like, I know it sounds really weird, right? But he can't do nothing if you truly close your ears. If you truly go no contact. That's why I did the Breaking the Soul Tie Masterclass. It's about like spiritually going no contact with this man, because that's what truly takes away that man's power. A lot of women don't know how to do that. But just from the physical, verbal, visual level, if you go no contact, that man ain't got nothing to work with. The door is closed. But if he can hurt you, aggravate you, frustrate you, offend you, whatever he can do, piss you off, that's still an opportunity for him to say, hey, I know the way I've been doing things. I'm sorry. Because he got you listening. He got you on the defense. He got your energy involved. He's now in your mouth the same way you in his mouth. Like whatever he can do. And your ex is mad because he cannot do better than you. He gonna keep bringing you up. And guess what? After a while, let me say this. I don't want to lose a thought. There's a guy right now. There's a woman. She's in a new relationship with a dude. They seem to be doing fine. Whatever, any little bad news about them though. Her ex, they used to be a publicly known couple on YouTube, gets on live, gets on videos, gets on TikTok, constantly talking about her. Now, of course, the gossip blogs eat it up. Some of the most messiest people. But those of us with sense just saying, dude, you obviously can't do better than that girl. You have nothing to look forward to. Because y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Anytime you get away from somebody and they were the problem, you're happy. You're relieved. You may be upset that you wasted time with them, but you want them as far away from you as possible. Correct me if I'm wrong. I could be wrong. But the number one reason your ex is mad is because he knows you were not the problem. And now that you want to get as far away from him as absolutely possible, you leaving him to face those demons that he was coping and escaping by using you as the blame. You're leaving him to face that. All of the stuff that made him the actual downgrade, because you didn't get with him because you thought he was just going to be a downgrade forever. You thought maybe he could rise to the occasion. You saw some good in him. Okay, cool. Now the truth is, the best days are now behind him in terms of relationships. Now, of course, if he was to truly get himself right, he may be able to go out and have true love and whatever, but he ain't repentant. He ain't truly remorseful. He's just mad. Mad is, it comes from a place of ego. He ain't just hurt. Oh man, I see I did wrong or whatever. No, he's mad. Ego is hurt. Pride is hurt. And now, because he prioritized having access to you as opposed to truly being in a relationship and committed to you, all he can think about is the access that he lost, that he never truly deserved. Not the heart that he hurt. That's not on his mind. The number one reason your ex is mad is because he knows you can do so much better than him. Now, you may not have woken up to that already. You may be out here so frustrated you don't want to date nobody. Because even if you can do better, like you don't want to risk all the trial and error it takes to even get to that point, which, by the way, if you break the soul tie, you don't have to worry about. And I know that makes it sound kind of weird. If you watch the Soul Tie Masterclass, you already know the game. If you have not, if you missed that masterclass the last time that I had it up, you need to get a hold of the encore. I just put the link down here and it's free. Breaking the Soul Tie Masterclass. That's how you release yourself from whatever version of you, from whatever part of your heart that was able to tolerate that man or those men that did not deserve you. There's a soul tie that you need to break, or maybe multiple soul ties that you need to break in order for you to now move on and attract those who are equally yoked with you, those who actually deserve you. Otherwise, you're going to do like a lot of women and you're going to continue to attract the same type of games, the same type of manipulators or whatever, just in a different body, different face, different name. And I put it down there. It's free. This is actually my most content-packed free masterclass I've ever done. Hands down. And the reviews have been crazy. So if your piece ain't been the same, the way that you look at dating and the possibility of being in a relationship ain't the same, if it seems like you keep attracting a similar type of guy and you're getting triggered, but you've done the work, but the work ain't always working, it's because there's a soul tie still attached to either that man or those men that have been able to access you at a very deep and core level. Whenever you loved them, you gave them your heart, and then they showed you they didn't deserve it. Again, that's a soul tie type of issue. I go in on what a soul tie is, how to break it, how to stay free from it. Moral of the story is this. Don't think just because that man is spinning a block that he's had a change of heart. He's really hurting about how he hurt you. No, his pride is hurting. His reputation is probably hurting. He's horny. He's frustrated. Don't nobody want to touch him. He getting ghosted right now by some other chick that he thought he could replace you with. He failed at replacing you. That's what's hurting. And with all that being said, he peaked. You were the best he could do. The absolute best is come and gone. And the more you are truly done with this man, the more you really ain't giving him no energy, no access to keep on lying to you and wasting your time again, the more and more mad he gonna keep on being until he finally give up. And that's on him, not on you. Don't get it twisted. Don't think, oh, maybe because of this heightened investment of energy into me, maybe he's really ready to do right. No, he ain't. He ready to stop being mad. But that's his problem, not yours no more, sweetheart. Again, you got to break the soul tie so you don't have to continue repeating what you repeated before, even though I know better. The heart, okay. The heart don't know any better. Even the Bible says the heart is foolish. I don't know where we get this follow your heart stuff. The Bible even says the heart is foolish. You follow your mind. Your mind has your standards. Your mind has your values. Your mind has your common sense. And then once your mind knows that it's safe, then you can allow your heart to come into the situation. But if you have a soul tie, it's going to bring your heart in prematurely. Not only is it going to bring it in prematurely, even if there's a decent man that you're trying to deal with, it's going to bring in all of the nonsense that you picked up from the last guy or guys. So you got to also cut that soul tie. Nonetheless, those are just my thoughts. You know I'm your internet big brother. I got y'all back every single time, man. For free, by the way. You know I don't get paid for this. I don't ask for no money. All I ask is that if you got something of value from this, you hit the share button. Matter of fact, for those who shared this, comment the word shared. If you watched this all the way to this point, share this, comment the word shared. I'm going to personally send you a message and thank you because you're helping me bless more people the same way, hopefully, I was able to bless you. And if you want access to the free masterclass, click the link down here. It's pinned in the comments. It's more free game. It's also in the caption whenever you back out.